Hi, I'm with Mitchell Gore today. And Mitchell, thanks for being here. And could you tell us a little bit, introduce yourself, and let us know a little bit about your career field?
Yeah, Mitchell Gore here. I work for RSM, which is a technology consulting firm, and we also do tax and audit work as well. Um, but I am in our technology team, and we do a lot of technology consulting for a variety of different industries in the Kansas City metro and across the nation.
Great, thank you. And now I've got a few questions to help our students learn more about what their career pathway is. So, how did you get to where you are now?
Um, So I've been with RSM for a little over 13 years, and it was a friend of mine through college that said, "Hey, RSM's hiring network resources. You should think about applying." And I was like, "Okay," and I just kind of went for it because I met the qualifications. And next thing I know, I had a job and been here ever since. So
That's great. That you obviously must like it if you've been there that long.
yeah, it's a really good environment, really good culture, and what I'm doing is exactly what I want to be doing. So
Great. And where would you like your career to go in the future?
so RSM, it's a partnership organization. So my goal is to eventually make it to partner, which means I'm a part owner of our firm. We have around 800 different partners, so it's a large organization across the nation. But that's kind of the end state is making partner and going down that track.
Okay, very interesting. I didn't realize they were a partner organized. That's kind of a cool,
Yeah.
cool goal for you. Oh, and thinking about your daily work, what is the favorite part of your job?
So I've been here for a long time, and one of the things that I say always has kept me around is just the variety of different work that we do. So we're doing technology work for other businesses. So there's always something new going on. You're working with different clients and different technology environments, different people, personalities, cultures, kind of all over the place. So that variety of what you're doing is really what is key for me because a lot of us in technology, we like the flashy lights and new shiny toys, and being able to move around to where all the technology is going really helps keeps things interesting.
That's awesome. And what part of your job is least enjoyable?
Ooh, that's a tough one. um Probably. So part of my role is I manage the financials of the business. So I do a lot of pricing of the projects and agreements that we're doing. And then ultimately we have to make sure we're turning a profit on that work. So we manage everything from, or I manage everything from creating an agreement to um, following up as we're doing the work and making sure we're making the progress according to the budget that we're spending. And then if we go over, managing expectations with the client to say, hey, are we going to charge more for this because X, Y, and Z happened, or is RSM just going to kind of take care of it because it was a mistake on our side?
Oh, that's always a challenge for sure.
Yeah, yeah.
So what was the first job that you had and what did you
So
learn from it?
yeah, so my path, so from an education standpoint, after or during high school, actually, um, I grew up in Iowa, and we had a outreach program through our community college for computer networking and system administration. So I did that program my senior year in high school, and then afterwards continued through that community college for a year. Um, to get my associate's degree in systems administration. And then I went on to Iowa State to get my 4-year degree. And then after that, through the career fair at Iowa State, I got a job working for Sprint, and that's what ultimately brought me down to Kansas City. So I did, computer networking with them for a couple of years, and then that's when, I was talking to my college friend, and he mentioned the position or the company that I work for now. So
Oh, awesome. Very cool. That's a great pathway you had. So, let's see here. What was your first job? Um,
my
yeah.
first job, my first job was facing shelves at Hy-Vee. So I was 15 and I got a job at, the Hy-Vee was right across the street from the high school, so it was perfect. So I'd head over there and I'd face shelves for 2.5 hours after school and do that 3 times a week or so. And yeah, it was a fun environment to work in.
Uh-huh. And what did you learn from that?
What did I learn? That is a good question. I guess what it takes to earn money. So back then I was making quite a lot less money than what you'd make today facing shelves at Hy-Vee. But I'd put in all that work and then I'd get my paycheck every 2 weeks and I'd look at how much I earned and figure out how I wanted to go spend it.
Because that's all it was about at that
Pretty
point.
much, yeah. It was make money and then go have fun.
Exactly. So, what is your definition of success?
Um, Individually or from like a business perspective?
Either one or both.
So with consulting, success is really, so one of the things that's unique about our organization is that we really focus in on middle market companies. And what that means from like an employee standpoint, at least for our services, companies that have anywhere from 50 to 500 employees. Um, and the thing that I like about it is our work has the ability to make a pretty big impact on that business. Um, so we're doing different technology projects, whether that's moving email to 365 or replacing servers or providing support services. But um, success ultimately is the relationship that you build with that company. And relationships at a business level, I mean, that's what keeps new referrals coming in. It keeps that same client asking for more. um, so it's really, success is getting good client feedback. And individually I think it's the same thing. You get feedback from clients, to my boss, and they say, hey, Mitchell did a really great job on this project, thanks for everything you guys did. You hit the mark that we were looking for and fix the problem, and getting that rapport from the client is ultimately what we're looking for.
That's great. That's great. We all hope to be successful anyway.
Yeah. Sometimes things don't go right, and managing through um, those issues is part of the job as well. But honestly, when things don't go well, or they're unsuccessful from an implementation standpoint, depending on how you handle that with the client, you can still come out with a really successful project from a relationship standpoint. You earn a lot of credibility by making mistakes, and then how do you fix and work through those mistakes?
Right. That's a really good point. So, what can students do now to help them prepare to get into a similar field?
um I think developing your work, resume in a sense is always important. So like I said, I started at Hy-Vee. It can be any job, but showing that, you can do work, you show up, you're dependable, and stick with a job no matter what it is for, a fair amount of time. Don't jump all over the place, because that never looks good from a employee standpoint or employer standpoint. And then if you're interested in technology, try to find internships, or just any way that you can explore that type of technology. it can even be building computers for friends and family. But the more that you can figure out and dive into technology, the more it's going to pay off. And then as you graduate and hopefully go off to college, definitely try to get a job, whether it's at a service desk or a support desk, through your college or wherever you can find employment. But just getting hands-on is really key. Doesn't matter what area of technology it is.
Okay, that's good advice. Well, thank you so much for sharing your story with us today. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely. Have a good one.